Magnus Bray, our sales manager, and James Varga, CEO of miiCard. Very excited to be here today. It's a fantastic venue, love it or hate it. The view from this side is brilliant. I've never been on stage like this before. So like I said, we're really excited to be here. We've got a lot happening at miiCard. Today, in the next 7 minutes, we're going to try and run through 5 announcements. I think that's probably a bit of a record for Finovate. Let me first of all just start off with a bit about miiCard. For those that don't know, miiCard is a bring your own identity service. It's the first service that proves you are who you say you are, purely online to the same level as a physical photo ID check. Not just for financial services, but a range of industries from healthcare, pre-employment screening, payments, high-value commerce. We have a number of Bitcoin customers. There's a lot of situations where trust online will allow us to do things that we can't currently do in the online world. Let me start off with a bit of an example of one of these. It's a very exciting project for us. We've got them here today if you'd like to come to the stand and have a bit of a chat. But as our first announcement, I'd like to introduce you to AllRe. AllRe is an online real estate portal that doesn't have any commissions, that there's no agents. You and as a buyer or seller get involved directly in the transaction of a house. Along with FRS National and Guaranteed Rate. Through AllRe, if you have a miiCard, if you have that sort of trusted identity that we can provide, you can buy a house purely online. They have a service called InstaBuy, as Magnus is showing you here, that in literally 2 clicks, much like an eBay buy it now, will let you buy a house straight through the process. And Magnus is just going through and buying a house here. I've run out of cash to buy houses this week, so I'm going to let Magnus do it. When you use your miiCard, obviously we go through strong authentication. Here Magnus is using YubiKey to go through that process. Sharing is miiCard. When you use your miiCard, as we'll see in a couple examples over the next 4.5 minutes, there's a consent-based approach. So Magnus is always agreeing to share his information with the site. And again, under that, it's the fact that he is who he says he is. The process is now behind the scenes connecting those two. And you should see this is a live demo. The house isn't live, but it is a live demo here. Being returned to AllRe to finish that process with a couple clicks. And that's all the way up to going into escrow. And I think it's a great example of how if we have trusted identities, we can do a lot more than we can currently do online. So how does it work? miiCard is, as I said, an identity as a service. Quite simply, what we do is we take the trust that you have with your financial accounts. Your bank knows you really well, you know your bank really well, and we let you put that into an identity service that you can then reuse online as you travel the internet. There are other ways to get a miiCard as well. As our second announcement, what we're also launching is a FinApp. miiCard FinApp will provide a bit of infrastructure within the Yodlee Money Center environment to allow you to create an identity with a couple clicks in that environment, share that identity across multiple FinApps, and then take that back out into your own infrastructure, to your own applications, and continue that process. So that's our second announcement. There is the Yodlee FinApp. We're really excited about that. The other thing we wanted to show you was some location awareness. This week, miiCard becomes location aware. We work really closely with a company who's here today. I think they're speaking in a couple demos from now, Twofer, that allows you to share. They're a multi-factor authentication service that runs on your mobile, and through them we can share your location data. So Magnus is going to quickly go through the process. If you switch to the phone, you'll see that the request comes up. Magnus simply clicks allow. The phone will determine his geolocation. We compare that with other GSM data, and that gets sent back. If we switch back to the laptop here, that'll flip back into the application, and Magnus's data, his location data, is also shared with the site. So these are some examples of how an identity service can be used in a lot of different situations if you have that trust and you have that security. Our fourth and fifth announcements, there's a lot today, is around the fact that when we connect you to your financial accounts, we also access your financial data, just like Yodlee and a lot of other PFM products out there. And what we're doing is we're launching a certified bank statement feature that allows the individual to take the last 30, 60, 90 days worth of transactions, either as an ongoing or a one-off process, and again, share that quite easily with a site. As you can see here, Magnus is going through the process that doesn't require 10, 15 minutes to set up the first time and go through that whole aggregation process, but to share his financial transaction detail in a matter of seconds. He's doing it as our last announcement with a site called Expenditure. They're an online accounting and expense tracking service that allows you to associate receipts automatically with your financial transactions. And in this situation, when the process finishes, this is data that's coming live from the bank just now, so it does take a second. We expected this one to take a second. Your receipts, as you upload and scan them, will automatically be reconciled. So again, another great site being powered by miiCard. As that finishes, though, you know, there's a lot of announcements there. We'd love for you to come to the stand and for us to show you a little bit more detail about miiCard. There's very much a platform that's built underneath the product now that allows you to do a lot of things that you haven't been able to do before. We're also giving away a bit of gold. Everyone likes a bit of gold. In conjunction with Twofer here today and Yodli yesterday. So if you'd like a chance to win a bit of gold, not that we're trying to bribe you for best in show, but if it helps, all for it. So please come to the stand. And here, just to finish off the demo example, you can see that Magnus's transactions have been shared in a few minutes with Expenditure. So I think that's all we have to say. All very, very quick, I know. I wanted to try and show you as many different examples of where trusted identity could be used online, and hopefully I've done that and given you some food for thought. So thank you very much.